kind of want some music playing for whatever reason. I'm not sure what type or what song might set the mood. What's this? This is a playlist called George Michael Deep Cuts. Hmm. Um, this is a recommendation based on the fact that I had been listening to Heaven Help Me by Dion Estes. Dion Estes is a bass player. Dion Estes played with Wham in the 80s. And I should probably mention that he also is renowned. Dion Estes is a bass player, and he's played with a lot of greats. And he also had a what could be considered a one-hit wonder called "Heaven Help Me," and it's one of my favorite songs actually. "Heaven Help Me" came out in '89, and I love it because, well, for a lot of reasons, but mostly because you can clearly hear George Michael on background vocals, and he is killing it. And so I like to listen to that every now and again. And of course, I'm going to play it, but of course, I am venturing off. I thought I would do something different and see how I run as far as time, if I run too long or whatever. What? Okay. A news feed just came over the screen. I wanted to do something slightly different. I wanted to tell a story. Let me see if that's too loud first. It's not loud at all. It's one of my favorite songs. All right, so I decided that I was going to tell a story about something random, because this particular person is not necessarily still a part of my life, but we still have ongoing acquaintanceship. I haven't seen him in a while though. When I first moved back to the DC area, I my dating life was dry as fuck, and it was probably about no, I got into a short-term relationship with someone who is still a very good friend of mine to this day. Doesn't live in the DC area anymore, but after that relationship, I went on. It was 3 years that I was celibate, and I'm using the word just to say that I wasn't having sex. I did not choose celibacy. Celibacy chose me. And so I hadn't been in any type of relationship outside of occasional date, and I hadn't been having sex. Um, I had went and I don't know how to say this, but just outright. So I started using dating apps just to meet people, because I wasn't really meeting anyone otherwise. You know, the way that my hair bonnet, my hair's gonna be matted if I don't do something to it before I go to sleep. But anyway, I decided that I wanted to, just get out there, feel it. I'm this stage, and then I was not interested in going out to clubs, bars, etc. I didn't I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy that type of socialization per se. Something's different happened as of late where I go out to eat and I meet people in restaurants, not for the reason of dating or socializing. It just, I've been on this thing where I've got to um, got comfortable with engaging with strangers, and so I do. All right. So, anyways, I um, I met this guy on one of the dating apps, and I did not know much about him, as you don't. You just get, you go on a dating app and you see a bunch of pictures of people, and you're just going by pictures and whatever brief synopsis they write up about themselves, their profile or whatever. And so this guy is gorgeous. He's gorgeous. And I met him on the app, and we exchanged text messages, and I think I even go as far as to say that I we did not speak one time before we met up. It was all through text messages, so it was very um, impersonal. And what's funny is right now I'm so distracted by the song that I can't even keep my my frame of thought. That is off now. So okay. So yeah. So it was very impersonal. We decided to meet up at a bar, and he was as gorgeous in person as his pictures. So we chatted with some of his friends who were there at the bar, and we were getting to know each other, asking each other's questions and whatnot. And I think that the physical attraction was mutual. And so we kissed a little at the bar. And what should have been probably, okay, hold on. Let me hold off on that part. So we kissed a little bit at the bar, and we were talking about, I think, smoking hookah, whatever. And he was like, I live near here. You want to go back and smoke some hookah? We had a couple of cocktails or whatever. I wasn't drunk, but I was comfortable, because all it requires is one cocktail to make me comfortable. So, and I'm already running into 8 minutes, so I hope that it's not too drawn out and that you stay with me for the story. So, anyways, I follow him back to his house from the bar, and he stayed relatively close. It wasn't that far, and we get in. I feel as if my memory serves me correctly, we get into his home, which for all intensive purposes of the story, regular home, house in the DC area. Nothing particularly different about it, just a row house. Was it a row house? It was something like a row house anyway. And I think we started making out immediately. And what probably should have been, was aiming toward being just a one night stand, ended up going on for months. But yeah, apparently in my life, I have not mastered the one night stand. Anything that had in conception was supposed to be never actually went down that way. It always ended up being something totally different. And so we started making out. And keep in mind, it's been a good 3 years since I've been intimate. And I am 1,000% ready for this. And I just remember, because he's a gorgeous guy, and I just remember sitting there. I feel like it's a lot of detail leading up to how the story plays out. I'm gonna backtrack about some of my initial observations coming to his house. It was it wasn't messy, but the house itself was in pretty bad shape. The condition of the house was in bad shape. It was not a lot of furniture. There was a TV. There was a couch. The couch had a throw over it to hide the hole that was in it. I feel like I should cut the video off because I'm smooth past 12 minutes at this point, and then I pick up for a part 2. But the part 2, I should mention, I'm gonna try my best to increase the pace of the story. So hold for part 2. I'm going to stop the video here and then pick up in a second, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know.